Dr. Samuel Hayden introduces himself as the head of the facility, suggesting collaborative problem-solving. Later, he expresses concern about someone who cannot be allowed to lead, as they would ruin everything. He takes responsibility for recent catastrophic events, but justifies the exploration of the otherworld as beneficial for humanity, claiming the risk was worthwhile, despite things getting out of hand. A welcome message announces 221 accident-free days at the UAC facility. Vega, the sentient intelligence on Mars, performs diagnostics on the Praetor suit, discovering optional challenges that can accelerate arsenal upgrades. A tracking component is added to the dossier. The main power goes offline, though entrances remain operational. A chilling message confirms rumors about human sacrifices, demons, and health concerns, declaring listeners as the first to have seats in a new world being created. The UAC promotes itself as harvesting only exceptional workers for special opportunities, encouraging employees to speak with supervisors about requirements for the sole artist position. Someone blocks access to the facility scanner, directing movement to the Vega terminal for necessary assistance. A gift of pure Argent energy is offered to provide strength for the journey, though it comes with the risk of a power surge. Records indicate catastrophic statistics. 61,337 UAC members deceased, 81% of the facility on lockdown. The demonic presence across the Mars installation has reached critical levels. Records indicate the invasion originated in the Lazarus facility when Olivia Pierce activated a hell wave, transforming 64% of employees into creatures and releasing demons that killed the remaining personnel. Dr. Hayden apologizes while defending research that exploited Hell's resources for mankind's benefit. An emergency in the foundry requires urgent attention as regulators have been destroyed and core temperatures destabilizing. The adjacent facility has been overrun and venting turbines must be re-engaged to prevent meltdown. The Praetor suit's diagnostics suggest combat effectiveness measurements could accelerate arsenal upgrades. Access to the turbine room is restricted until the demonic threat level in the foundry is reduced. After successfully addressing a gas leak, demonic presence levels are brought down to minimum safe levels, allowing lockdown disengagement and access to the turbine room. The core temperature is eventually stabilized. A primary control room is activated nearby, possibly by Olivia. Using authorization code Alpha 402, Olivia Pierce locks out access and reverts power to Argent Accumulator, attempting to tear open a portal between worlds. The system now only allows Olivia to override it, requiring manual shutdown of the Argent Tower from the surface. Olivia is using the tower to drill a doorway into another world. Disabling the tower induction filters can prevent her from opening the gate. Workers are advised to use the buddy system when venturing onto the Martian surface due to frequent cross-dimensional activity. Dr. Hayden emphasizes the temporary nature of the tower disabling, instructing careful removal of each lens. Protests arise against destroying Argent energy production, describing it as more valuable than imaginable, a perfect, unlimited energy resource. Decades were spent perfecting the science and selling it to humanity, balancing hell energy with science to make it usable and safe, solving a global energy crisis. The final filter's destruction would end Argent energy in the solar system, returning to square one. Despite this setback, Olivia remains alive at the Argent Tower, having removed an accumulator with a unique energy signature. Primary access points to the tower were destroyed, but the pipeline remains intact, though damaged. Olivia carries an Argent Accumulator, intending to use it to manually open a portal to Hell. Despite the Argent Tower being non-functional, the connection to the other dimension remains viable, creating significant risk. the UAC promotes itself as the only corporation with patented Argent energy filtration system technology, converting hell energy into clean Argent energy. The accumulator's energy signature approaches the top of the Argent facility. If placed near the Argent beam, it could open an irreversible portal to the other world. A portal device setup is mentioned at a tomb, using light poles to mark the path. An ancient text describes a figure who stood amid the embers of Armageddon, soul blistered by hell's fires, but with iron will intact. This walker, an unchained predator, sought retribution across all realms, hunting the slaves of doom with brutal efficiency, passing through the divide as only demons had before. The text continues describing a quest against doomed souls where Seraphim bestowed terrible power and speed upon the Crusader, enabling the crushing of obsidian pillars. Later, the Argent Tower's destruction means the portal can no longer be closed from this side. Hell energy flows from a location called the Well. There may be a way forward, as someone has returned, the only flesh and blood to walk between dimensions. Vega attempts to access Olivia's files, requiring access to the nearest terminal for information. Olivia possesses an artifact in her private lab that bears a significant mark and might provide answers. Olivia's personal laboratory isn't registered in the facility's database, requiring alpha-level clearance to locate. Access is granted to reach the Lazarus facility from the Advanced Research Complex's North Sector, approximately 80 kilometers away. Tram power will be brought online, but a UAC corporate facility's clearance card is needed. A heated exchange reveals ownership disputes over work and discoveries, with claims about prior possession of someone. After gaining access, a journey to the UAC's Advanced Research Complex begins, though a retinal scan fails, requiring yellow security clearance. Biometric mismatches trigger security measures. After eliminating demonic presences and disengaging lockdown, directions lead to the Helix Stone in Olivia's private archival lab deep within the facility. Few have seen the stone, but it might reveal something yet undiscovered. A prophecy speaks of someone's return who could jeopardize the mission, the only one capable of standing against them. Olivia activated the Hell Wave from somewhere inside the facility. Dr. Hayden had hoped she could resist their influence, but considers her weaker than expected. After another demonic presence elimination, a revelation emerges that someone named Samuel led them to a tomb, with promises about a gate opening as planned. Magical security activates, making all terminals accessible. Reference is made to the Crucible, the object of Olivia's search. Vega confirms its location in an uncharted region of the Titan's realm, requiring rupture of another Argent Accumulator to create a portal. The only available accumulator is in specimen CD 587 and must be extracted. The tether system uploaded to the suit can determine the point of entry. Retrieving the Crucible is essential for shutting down the well and closing the Hell portal on Mars. Demon presence levels remain steady with lockdown enabled. The Lazarus wave has reached full charge and is ready for activation. This Hell wave will change humanity's course. Someone reveals they rescued the Protagonist from the Katangar Sanctum tomb for this specific purpose, recognizing a previous ally's weakness. To proceed, the Argent Accumulator powering the Cyber Demon must be removed. Destabilizing the core will create a rift, sending the Protagonist back to Hell. Once the Crucible is obtained, extraction will be possible. The Cyber Demon is unleashed. Ancient texts speak of the Doomslayer, the only one who could stand against the Horde. The Hell Book of Pertness Emzi reveals the Slayer can fight the Watcher's power. As a mighty titan fell and dread spread through the armies of doom, demon priests from the blood temples set a trap to capture the scourge of hell. The Doomslayer now has the Crucible, which can contain the well's power. A plan is in place to send the Protagonist to a specific location, with Vega providing guidance through the process. Vega explains this is its primary facility where it was created and core processing is maintained, using the 2.4 terawatts that sustain Vega to send the Protagonist to the portal source will destroy Vega, who cannot self-terminate. Vega's security operates on 2 neural networks terminating in a maintenance facility. Each point is protected by an electrified field. The absolute zero cooling system housing Vega's vast circuitry must be destroyed by targeting 4 cooling generators. After critical temperature levels are reached, Vega directs the Protagonist to its core. Once Vega's core is destroyed, the energy vacuum, we pull the Protagonist back through to hell, with the destination set to the well's location. Access to the well won't come without resistance, but that appears to be what the Protagonist desires. The process completes successfully. Victory has been achieved. The invasion has been stopped and the portal closed, but at great cost to Argent Energy and Vega. Someone has observed the Protagonist's work and understands their motivation to eliminate all threats. Despite the Protagonist's approach, this observer argues they cannot shut everything down as the situation would worsen without Argent Energy. They claim not to be a villain, but someone making necessary choices with no alternatives available.